the boys are at gymnastics, and I was here editing videos, trying to get caught up, get a little bit of work done while they're both out of the house. And I looked out the window and checked this out. What is this? I didn't know it was supposed to snow today. Seriously, look, there's blue skies and snow. Looks like we're having a blizzard when you look out towards the trees. Man, this better not amount to much.
Hey guys, it's Thursday. We're just hanging out in the parking lot because we're meeting my mom and grandma for lunch. Teagan is in the back seat. We tried to go to gymnastics this morning, but, you know, he's still recovering from his little head cold, and he was a little fussy. He was not in the mood for gymnastics today. Yeah, he wanted to go home. So, that was our morning, but we're gonna have some lunch right now. We're gonna have some yum yums, right, Teagan?
Oh, Graham and Great Graham are here.
Yay! They're right over here. Hey guys, we're on the road. This is a belated Moana review. Actually, back on Tuesday, I was picking up some stuff for supper, and I surprised Teagan and Ben by picking up the Moana Blu-ray. And it looked really good on Blu-ray, but it conked out, like our disc was defective. Like, literally, I don't think I'm spoiling anything, but
the last scene.
Yeah, throughout the whole movie, Maui and Moana are trying to get this glowy stone back to
the heart of the island.
Yeah, and literally when Moana is getting the stone, putting it into place, that's when our disc just and then bounced us back to the menu screen.
Yep.
But luckily I bought the DVD, Blu-ray, digital copy pack. So I wasn't gonna go back to Walmart that night. So I entered the digital code, so we have it digitally, and we have a backup on DVD. So unfortunately, even though the Blu-ray is kind of a lost cause, I mean, we can watch like 95% of the movie.
Yeah.
But that's kind of a bummer. So I'll have to make a note to myself, don't resell the Blu-ray on eBay someday, because it won't work.
Yeah.
Or I don't know, maybe it's our player? I don't think so.
I don't know.
Even starting it and starting it off again, shutting down the player rather and starting it back up, didn't work. Anyway, Moana review. Moana, we're going to review the movie today.
Very nice.
That's my jingle for reviewing Moana. Reviewing Moana. What a wonderful phrase. Wrong movie.
Wrong movie.
No, I thought it was a perfectly fine movie. I'm gonna have to watch again. It didn't really, I'm glad we didn't see it in the theater with Teagan, because it didn't really hold Teagan's interest.
No, it did not.
I mean, we were also watching it before bedtime, so he's kind of bouncing off the walls anyway.
Yeah, he did not. He did not seem focused on it at all.
Yeah, he wasn't invested in it at all.
No. There was an awful lot of singing in that movie. Like, I know there's singing in every Disney movie, but there seemed to be a lot of singing in that one. And it was always the same song, just, or at least it felt like the same song.
Moana had a song, and then Moana had a song that she sang through the movie, the one that the doll sang.
Yes.
And then
she
the
sang
Islanders,
it, like, multiple times.
And the Islanders like had a song about how awesome coconuts were or something.
Yeah, I liked that scene. That was my favorite. I liked that.
And of course, probably the most memorable song was Maui's "You're Welcome."
Yeah. Yeah.
Because I probably wouldn't have had any issue with the singing. I don't have any issue with the singing, but it's not like Frozen where there were so many memorable songs.
Yeah.
I hate to say it, but you know, Maui's song and Moana's theme song, which, you know, I barely know any words of. It's like na 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 la 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 na na na. That's how I'd pretend to sing along. If it was karaoke night and I didn't have the lyrics on the screen, I'd be na 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 na.
I thought it was, I don't know, it just wasn't very, like, upbeat, you know? I don't know.
And there's a particular scene in the movie that came totally out of left field for us because, you know, we'd seen the trailers, we were pretty familiar with the toys, but there's a scene where Moana and Maui are trying to get Maui's fishhook back that it's been missing, and it's being held captive by this treasure-hoarding, ginormous crab creature.
We think it's a crab.
I thought it was a snail, but Ben tells me it was a crab. They kind of had like the two eyes, like on the end of the little thingies. But it also had, I think it also had crab claw. We need to watch this again. Anyway, this whole scene, this crab, this giant monster crab has a song, and I can't remember for the life of me the melody, any of the lyrics, except
shiny.
Something about being shiny. Apparently, it was like a David Bowie type character.
And we don't know
I'll
Bowie enough to be.
I'll take the internet's word for that.
Yeah.
But it totally came out of left field. It's like, man, this crab snail creature didn't even have a tsum tsum.
No.
Like, no action figure. It's like, where did this scene come from? And it just seems so random.
It seems so out of character for the rest of the movie. You know, it just seemed completely just like, oh, hey, we need to make another.
We need to fill up 7 minutes.
15 minutes. So what can we do? Singing blinged crab.
All right,
okay,
let's do it.
Let's see.
And what else was I gonna say? Oh, we're wearing our matching hoodies today, by the way.
We are, yeah.
We're actually recording this much later than Tuesday night, as you can tell. And the chicken surprisingly played a bigger role than I was expecting.
And the pig, Pua, played a smaller role than I was expecting.
I thought the pig was going to be through the whole thing.
Yeah, I did too.
But it turns out the chicken was the wacky sidekick to the whole thing.
Yeah.
The pig like appears at the beginning and the end. And The Rock is great. That was the highlight of the movie. Stole the movie. It should have been Maui's movie, huh?
Yeah, it should have. I think he seemed to have more personality than anybody else in the movie. I mean, granted, he's a demigod, so he kind of has to be, like, up and over the top, but it didn't seem like anybody else really, including Moana. Like,
really? I thought Moana was a pretty strong character.
I don't know. It's just, everybody just kind of seemed to lack, I don't know, nothing really, like, stood out. You know, I think probably after Maui, my next favorite character would have been the grandmother.
Yeah, but it seems like
it.
Seems like the wacky grandma type character has been done.
It's a staple.
Yeah, it seems like, you know, there was Mulan's grandmother, and the willow tree in Pocahontas. You know,
they're just expressing
Mama Odie. You know, all these like really sassy old crazy ladies.
Well, they know what they're talking about. So when you're old and you're crazy,
they should make a movie where it's like Disney Golden Girls. Or okay, you have Moana. Grammy, you have Mulan's Grammy, you have the Grammy oak tree from Pocahontas, so it's willow tree, whatever.
Obviously this would all have to take place at Pocahontas' realm, because I don't think the willow tree can go anywhere. Mama
Odie. How many, can you think of any other Grammys from the Disney universe? Oh man, rack your brain. If there are any other crazy old Grammys,
well, probably
Disney Grammys.
Mrs. Potts from.
Well, Mrs. Potts could be a Disney Grammy.
Beauty and the Beast.
You know, this is, you know, as the princess crowd gets older, Disney, you could market Disney Grammys. Like on Depends, you know, Disney pull up, you could have Disney Grammys.
On the Depends underwears. Oh goodness, you're losing your mind, John. You're losing it. You're losing
little
it.
Bottles of prune juice.
Oh gee.
Oh, Disney Grammys. Keep it, you know, and you make a movie about it, or a TV show where they all like live in an apartment or something in Miami.
No, they'd have to switch it up. It can't be Miami. It would have to be LA.
This Moana review is totally get off the track.
Yes, I can barely even name this a Moana review now.
Oh, sure, you can. You're going to have to name it Disney Grammys. Moana review and Disney Grammys. Oh, man. Yeah, let us know down in the comments if we can think of any other Disney Grammys. I think we got most of them, right?
Yeah, we probably got a good chunk of them.
All right, guys, that was our Moana review.
I know that we said probably a lot of negatives about the movie,
but I liked it.
We did only see it once, and we were not able to pay full attention to the movie.
And
I did like it.
Yeah, I didn't think it was bad by any stretch.
Yeah.
I want to watch it. I want to watch it again. And also,
Yeah.
by the way, I'm not going to spoil, but there is a joke at the end of the credits.
Yeah, you gotta watch the end of the credits if you haven't yet. It's kind of funny.
So, yeah, nothing against Moana. I'm glad we bought it.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to watching it again.
We were just critiquing it.
Yeah, yeah. I think we had really, really high expectations for it. We were
Yeah.
really pumped for it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think the music was quite as memorable as, say, Frozen.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it wasn't bad. It wasn't bad. What do you think? Out of five Mickeys, what would you rate it? 3 out of 5?
I think so, but I think maybe 3 out of 5, but I just want to reserve my voting until I can see it again and pay full attention to it.
It could be like one of those movies that
A lot of
grow
movies,
on you over
yeah.
time. You didn't care for WALL-E
I
at
didn't,
all when we
no.
saw it in the theater. But now, you know, since Teagan has such an attachment to it and we've watched it about 8,500 times,
Yeah,
it's like you notice stuff every single time.
yeah. Mm-hmm. And I really like it. I didn't like Inside Out at all.
And now,
I don't mind it.
so there you go. So that's kind of our review of Moana. Let us know what you thought of Moana, and like I said earlier, remind me if I missed any Disney Grammys. #Disney Grammys. See you next time, everybody.